Hello and welcome, I'm Andy Beach and today we're looking at Streamlabs OBS. I'm doing some quick guides on how to use OBS and today we're going to show you the settings. So you can see in the bottom left hand corner there is a settings like cog type button. You press that and it brings up this dialog. This is basically all your settings to do with everything to do with Streamlabs and all your stream itself. Now, because it's a quick guide, I'll try not to be too long on most menus because there is quite a few tabs. So obviously you got your general tab here. Some of these I don't touch, so you have to bear with me on this. So obviously this one's just pretty much about all your cache, so you can delete, restore, show if you have any issues with Streamlabs, I'm guessing. I have this enabled, so this confirms the Streamlabs stream title and game before going live. This is quite helpful to have ticked, so when you press that go live button it brings up a dialogue saying what title do you want, what game you're streaming, and also it comes up with a little tweet button as well, which is really helpful before you go live, so that you make sure your title is correct and your game is correct as well. Or if you're not doing a game, of course whatever you're doing is correct. Disable hardware acceleration requires restart. Obviously that means if you don't want to use the hardware to accelerate Streamlabs itself, you can turn that off or on. I just leave it as default there. Default devices, so you just press that to default everything back. Auto optimize, so you can automatically optimize Streamlabs to do all your settings for you. OBS import, so you can import it from any settings from the OBS. Language, so whatever language you're going to use. Your output, so pretty much most of this is unticked, so show confirmation dialog when starting streams, show confirmation dialog when stopping streams, automatically record when streaming, keep recording when stream stops, automatically start replay buffer when streaming, keep replay buffer active when streaming stops. It's pretty much all self-explanatory really, so basically it's just a dialog box will pop up whenever you want these to. So if you, or you can automatically record when you stream, which I don't currently do, because I can just get it off Twitch and just export it from Twitch. Okay, so we've got source alignment snapping. Again, I don't really touch it, so I just leave it all as default, so it's enabled. And your sensitivity, so you stream, so obviously this is your main part of your stream, so this is how you stream. So pretty much, so you got this is not on multi-stream, and unfortunately I couldn't work out to use it, but basically you can stream to a specific platform. So mine's obviously Twitch at the minute, but you can stream to YouTube, Mixer, Facebook and a few others. And then basically usually at the start of the application when you install it, it'll ask what you want to log into, and this will usually show up here. Now you can do a custom one, so you can just press that button and it will give you a big red warning, use recommended settings, blah blah blah. And obviously it allows you to select your streaming service, as say, which is all these down here, or say you can do a custom one, select your server, which is recommended to select yourself, and then of course your stream key that you put in there. I'll just leave it as recommended for now, but that's apparently how you do multi-stream. Not sure how to do it yet, but I will try and find out. Outputs, so again this is another key one, so you can do simple or advanced, which leave it as simple for now. So simple streaming, so you got your bit rate, so if you've got a good internet like mine, that's the upload speed, not the download speed, you can have it at a decent speed. Twitch is a maximum of 6,000, so if you can do 6,000, great, put it at 6,000. If you can't, do less. What the best way is, I think, is 80% of your internet, so you use, so yeah, so make sure you go no more than 80% of your upload speed. Basically, I can't remember how it's worked out, but basically, yeah. So if your upload speed's slow, for example, you've only got 10 meg upload, you don't want to obviously upload 6,000. You want to upload something like 4,000 instead. and that will give your internet a chance to not bog down or not lose any frames or anything. Encoder is quite a good one. So obviously they've added this new one, which I find really good. So basically you can either get your CPU to do it, which is what most people do, I think. Although a lot of new streamers are using the new NVEC, which basically allows your graphics card to do it, the work itself. And that's obviously the old one, which you can use as well. Audio bitrate, you can just select the quality. Usually its standard's 160, so you can mostly leave it at that. Recording, so if you want to record, you just select the path and where you want to put your files when it's recorded, the quality of that file, and then the recording format. I would recommend MP4. And again, you can change the encoder if you want to, which is quite a good thing if you want to use a different encoder for recording and stuff like that. Audio, so you got again your audio, so you got a sampling rate, which again just leave it at 44. Don't know if there's much difference between 44 and 48. Probably is, someone could probably tell me. Stereo channels, so you can select all your channels. So if you want to do a full 7.1 surround sound stream, probably not recommended as such, but if you want to do, you can. Stereo, mono, 2.1, whatever you prefer to use. As I just leave it stereo. And these are all your audio devices. So pretty much again, self-explanatory. So your desktop audio, default, whatever your desktop set at, it will play on OBS. Your microphone auxiliary, so obviously whatever your microphone is. For some reason I haven't got selected, so I will select that as a mic input, and you see it just changed, so you can actually see it moving now. And obviously that allows me to pick whichever, and you can have 3 of them, and then you can use different devices. So if you want to do a band, or you can multi-streaming or whatever, and you don't have a mixer, so you can do it that way. You can select multiple different ones. The same for the desktop audio, you can pick a couple of them. Video, so so this is your resolution that you're outputting at. I don't know why mine was like that before, but anyway, I'm actually going to change this while I'm here. So outputting, hopefully it don't mess with that one. Output, so basically your base resolution your monitor is that. Because mine's a 2K ultra wide monitor, my base resolution is this. And then your output scale resolution is whatever you want to scale it down to, or you can leave it default. Now if you're using a capture card, obviously you gotta see what your capture card is capable of doing and stick to that. Unfortunately, you can't actually go anything higher because it just won't work. I would recommend most of the time, unless you've got a nice PC, a beefy PC, or good internet as well, is I would recommend sticking to no more than 720, because it just won't work properly. But obviously, because I'm not going to actually probably stream with this one PC, I'll just leave mine at that. And then you got the filters. So obviously your filters, so you got binary, scaling, so what your sample is. So basically you can change your filter to make it nicer, look sharper and stuff. I haven't noticed anything with frame difference or any upload difference, so you can just leave it. I just put it at 32, or you can just leave it as default. FPS value, so you can change your FPS value, so you can either leave it as common values, which would be whatever's in this selection box, or you can change them to random FPS. You can drop it down, because I know when I was streaming before and had issues before my internet, there was a recommendation of changing it to a different figure that's on here. I can't know what it is. It might be 25 or something, 25, 55 or something. I don't know. But anyway, you can do that. You can change your FPS. Again, I would recommend 720, 60 FPS is a decent one. If not, just drop it down to 30 if you have bad internet or any issues. Hotkeys. I'm not going to go flying through these too much because it's supposed to be a quick guide and we're already on 10 minutes. So hotkeys are pretty self-explanatory, as I say. I'm not going to go through them. I will go through them in a different video. So basically hotkeys just allow you to set hotkeys for each of your scenes, actions, whatever you want to do. So you can turn your mic off, turn your stream off, do whatever. Transition, just literally press the box, hit the key you want to use, and then boom, you're done. Actually, I think you press the plus button first, and then you hit the key you want to use, and there you go, you set a hotkey. Advanced. So processing most of this stuff, again, I don't really touch, so again, it's probably the same for you. So you got your processing, again, I'll just leave it normal, unless you're using literally some beefy PC or got some problems with your PC like slow or old, you're most likely not going to want to change it. But yeah, I think to be honest, from what I remember last time, is just you can just change the priority of it, so how much processor you use. Video color, so video, again, I don't really touch it, so obviously it's just your color format. I just stick it as full 709 to make the most colors, but it's whatever your graphics card is capable of showing in color wise. Audio monitoring device, so again you can actually now monitor your audio in Streamlabs OBS, so you can set which device you want to send that to. So if you want to send it to a completely different set of headphones or have it come out your speakers or whatever, you can select that device in there. Recording file format, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Again, I don't think you need to know any of that. Stream delay, delays, auto reconnecting, so just leave that as enabled. Network, dynamic change bit rate when. So yeah, basically there's dynamically, I learned the dynamically change bit rate was a good one as well. So if you have problems with like your frames dropping, just stick that on, or you just stick it on anyway, and it helps to do that. So we're going to fly through it a little bit more, because obviously we're getting to the end, so there's not much more else really in there. Game overlay, so this I could not get to work, unless there's a specific way to do it. But that's why, because you have to do it in windowed full screen. So your games have to be in windowed full screen mode unable for this to work. So enable in-game mode basically allows you to see the chat, show recent events, toggle position mode, whatever that means, and then basically you can see everything like your chat and all that in the actual in Streamlabs up on the game, so you don't have to guess what people are saying or use a different device to see it. It's like pretty much in front of you. Scene collections. Look at that, another point, because I'm not sure what that is. I think you can just import and export overlays. It's a bit like I showed you quickly in the last one. Notifications, so it's simple, just whether you want notifications or not, how much you want, and stuff like that. Appearance, theme, so you got night or day, so obviously it'd just be like, right, which I've never seen before, or you can have it night. I prefer night, and I think most people would say they prefer night too. Show the live clock chart left, and TV emotes for Twitch, blah blah blah. So basically you can get different emotes, apparently emotes. Face mask, no idea what it does, so we'll find out. Remote control, this is quick, simple. Basically it allows you to, if you download it on your phone for example, you can control this OBS on your phone. So if you're using one PC, I'd recommend that, because it saves you either setting hotkeys, and also it just saves you faffing around and closing windows and stuff like that. It's really quite handy, even if you've got two PCs, just having it on your phone. It's a bit like having a Stream Deck, basically just for free on your phone. It's quite good, to be fair. So anyway, so I'll go back and do a couple of them in a different guide, but this is a quick guide anyway on Streamlabs OBS. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and I will do more. Don't forget to check out my other stream, twitch.tv/Andy Beach. Go and follow, go and watch me for a bit, and there'll be more Streamlab guides over here. Don't forget to subscribe over here on YouTube, youtube.com/MadmanUncle, and I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye.